Hello guys and welcome to our Celestial Storm stream. Finally the set is here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoy, and as you can see we're gonna be starting off with RAYQUAZA. Yeah, the standard version of RAYQUAZA. No Garb, but we will be reviewing Garb in a little bit, okay? And I'm gonna pay less attention to the chat and stuff like that until I'm done explaining, so that we don't have as many interruptions, okay? So, we have RAYQUAZA GX. It's a new card from Celestial Storm. It has 180 HP and it's a dragon type. And we have the ability Stormy Winds, which when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may discard the top 3 cards of your deck. And if you do, you attach a basic energy card from your discard pile onto this Pokemon. So, the ability is not only really good because you don't have to discard an energy in those 3 cards. If you discard an energy previously, you actually get to attach the energy no matter what, which is really good. However, it's also optional. Yeah, there might be a time where you just want to thin the Rayquaza, you don't need any more energy in play, and therefore you choose not to use Stormy Winds. So the ability is pretty broken. You want to play 4 of Rayquaza GX, of course, and then the attack is also pretty broken with a lot of synergy with its ability. Dragon Break deals 30 damage for each basic energy, each basic grass and lightning energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So all the energy you attach to any Rayquaza GX ends up counting, which is really nice. And just think about it as like you have 4 elixirs, that's 4 extra energy attachments. You have 4 Rayquaza GX, that's another 4 energy attachments, and your energy per turn. That's already almost 9 energy that you can count. That you can count on pretty much. That's 270 damage total. That 1-hit KOs pretty much anything, and we are running a total of 14 basic energy. So that with the max elixirs, you should never be missing them, and also there's plenty so that Stormy Winds actually discard some and you never whiff on Stormy Winds, right? You will whiff, there will be times where you whiff, but it's more likely that you won't than that you will. Yeah. Then we have the Latias Prism as well, 130 HP, really good for basic Pokemon because 120 is like the magical number which a lot of decks hit, so 130 HP is out of that range. And we have the attack Dreamy Mist, which deals 30 damage, and you attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to each of your basic benched dragon Pokemon, which coincidentally are all of our Rayquazas, right? So there's a lot of synergy between the 2 cards. Latias Prism is a really good recovery card in the late game when you need to get that last hit in or something like that, and it can also be useful in the early game if you end up discarding a ton of energy off of a Sycamore or something. It's just really good to stabilize, and it's a decent non-GX attacker that the 30 damage from Dreamy Mist could even be relevant because it's like adding an extra energy to your board. We have 1 Tapu Koko GX as well, since we're already playing lightning energy. Tapu Koko GX's Tapu Thunder GX attack is actually pretty good, especially in the mirror match. It deals 50 damage for each of your for each energy that your opponent has attached to all of their Pokemon. So in the mirror match, it's pretty great. Reusing it with Rescue Stretcher is a possibility if you end up discarding it at the wrong time. And with its ability Aero Trail, you don't even have to bench it, right? You play it from your hand, it absorbs the energy, so it's actually decently hard to prepare for the Tapu Thunder GX. And then the Sky High Claws attack actually deals some pretty nice damage. 130, as I was saying, is kind of the first magical number that you want to try to hit. Then we have Double Tapu Lele for draw support. Wonder Tag ability is really good, of course. And we have one Oranguru to have some defense against late game ends, which are the bane of this deck. Supporters wise, we have 4 Sycamore in order to dig as much as we can to find those Rayquazas on turn 1. We have 4 Guzmas, we have Triple N and Triple Cynthia, so 10 draw supporters overall, plus the Leles, plus the Oranguru should be plenty. Plus the Rayquaza GX thinning aspect as well. We have 4 Mysterious Treasure to search for Rayquazas and search for Leles and potentially Latias Prism as well. We have Ultra Ball to search for Tapu Koko and Oranguru specifically, potentially, and also the discarding of cards for these 2 cards is also pretty important since you can get energy in the discard pile and therefore guarantee that Stormy Winds will attach an energy for you. We have 1 Pulp Pad to recover supporters that we lose along the way with Stormy Winds. Same for the 2 Rescue Stretchers. We want to recover Rayquaza that we might end up discarding off of the ability. Finally, I have double Parallel City to try and prevent our opponents from playing Parallel City first themselves, although with no Field Blower if they do. These are the cards that we always discard pretty much with Mysterious Treasure and Ultra Ball. And then finally we have triple Floatstone and 4 Fighting Fury Bell to make Rayquaza even sturdier, since the damage output shouldn't require the use of Choice Band from what I could tell. Yeah. So finally, let's jump into the ladder and see how we can do. We're not trying to play Expanded. We are trying to... Oh, I forgot to star the decks. So let me do that really quickly. Wait, they are starred. Oh my gosh. No way. No way. I can't play these decks. Oh my gosh. The game has not tagged the Celestial Storm cards as standard legal. Wow. Okay, so since I can't ladder for unlimited, I am taking challenges now. I am accepting friend requests. Oops. I am accepting challenges. If anyone wants to play here against Rayquaza GX, it's gonna be viewer battles because Pokemon messed this up for us. So it's gonna be viewer battles. So anyone who's out there, make sure you add me. Yeah. Make sure you add me. And yeah, that's pretty sad. Last time around I could play with the cards right away, so I'm pretty sure this is just an oversight on their part, because nobody will be able to play. So make sure you send me a friend request, add me, and send me a challenge. Yeah, send me a challenge. I'll be happy to play against anyone and everyone who sends me a challenge today, okay? I'm gonna play against 2 or 3 different people with this deck. Please use your most competitive deck possible, and then I'll be switching to a different deck, okay? Please don't send me challenges whilst I am explaining the deck, okay? That's the only rule. Please don't send me challenges whilst I'm explaining a deck, but once I'm done explaining, you guys are free to send me challenges, okay? You guys are free to send me challenges. Okay, so starting Rayquaza is actually not ideal, but it is what it is. I will be covering Rayquaza Garb today. Team Pipe Pokemon, don't worry about that. And just a quick thank you to Ruben and KDC who sent in bits earlier. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the bits. Very kind of you guys. Okay, so we're up against Boss Rock, a matchup that should be pretty common, right? A matchup that should be pretty common. Yeah. Really bad that they didn't do that. Hello, Summer. Okay, so like I said, guys, I'm gonna try to focus more on the gameplay and not as much on the chat. So if I miss something, I apologize. And pretty decent start for my opponent. I feel like the energy, there's merit to attaching the energy to the Rockruff rather than the puzzle right there. But okay, we have a pretty decent hand here. So we're gonna go for Ray number 1 here. And let's see, we have no Rayquaza's prize, that's pretty good. We have 2 energy in hand. We have only 1 energy prized, which is great. We do have 1 Floatstone, 1 Grass, 1 Kuzma, which actually I'm okay with prizing Kuzmas because that means they're protected from Stormy Winds. 1 Rescue Stretcher, and the Oranguru, and something else I can't quite figure out right now, but this is fine. Yeah, why not a Shining Genesect copy? Shining Genesect is way too slow. Shining Genesect is way too slow. Okay, we lose double Sycamore right there, which is not ideal. And then I'm gonna discard these 2. I'm gonna grab another Rayquaza. Sí, Kevin, sí se va a usar. Yeah, hello, Yan. Okay, so I have the option now. I know that 1 Grass is priced. So, and I already like I've seen 2 grass and 1 lightning, so it's more likely that I will find lightning energy off of the Cynthia eventually, and therefore I chose to attach the grass. The grass also means I have access to Tempest GX, yeah, which is really good. We get the Parallel City off here, which is very nice. And let's see if we can hit this elixir. We do hit the grass, and we're gonna end up attaching the lightning here. And now the deck's power has, like, we had a very decent turn 1, but this hand just means we have to slow down. And having lost 3 Sycamores already is actually really bad. Really, really bad, because we also lost a Palpad along the way. Yeah. And Rail, I mean, it depends if you want to grab the Latias or not. I think on the very first turns, what you want to do for the most part is get as much energy into play as you can. Yeah. And Azul, as far as I know, Azul doesn't have a demo account, so a lot of people are gonna be trading for the cards right now, because not everyone has a demo account. Yeah. Why not attach to active and use GX? Because then I would have lost my 2 Kuzmas as well. Yeah, and that means I only have 1 Kuzma left. I feel like I need to target down this Rockruff next turn, especially, yeah, if he gets an energy on it, because that way I play around Sledgehammer if I manage to take this guy down, or the Octillery, and then Puzzle. Like, I'm gonna have a turn where I can Tempest, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have a turn where I can Tempest. Okay. Why Super Art over Rescue Stretcher? Because you just want to get the Rayquazas back, pretty much. Okay, we're gonna pick this guy off, and then I don't think I'm gonna be attaching energy here. Okay, the reason I'm doing this is because Rockruff is actually the biggest threat, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so we get a prize, we get a grass, not great, but it does allow us to Tempest potentially with this Rayquaza. We'll see. Yeah. And yeah, the discard from Stormy Winds can either break or make a game. Definitely can either make or break a game. I think I'm gonna remove the chat, guys, to make this look a lot cleaner. Yeah. To make this look a lot cleaner. Okay. White Tiger games, I have no idea what decks will be good after rotation. I have not thought about anything after rotation because my focus is on Worlds, and Worlds is about to happen. Yeah. Okay. So my opponent gets definitely slowed down quite a bit. If he gets an energy on the Rockruff, I might consider going after the Rockruff. Otherwise, and hello there, Real Butter. I am doing well, thank you. How about yourself? Okay. 140 is actually very clutch here. So do I go after the Rockruff, or am I gonna be patient now? Okay, I think this is when I use the GX attack. Because I am also keeping my bench pretty low, and I have been able to get a lot of energy into play. The issue is I'm gonna lose if he GX knocks out 2. Yeah, he has a knockout on this guy. That's gonna be a big problem. That is actually going to be a big problem. But if I knock out this guy, I mean, I could also knock out the Octillery. Our hand was so bad. Using Tempest here is such a loss of tempo. Maybe I should have Kuzma this guy and then Tempest it. Oh well. Yeah, I probably should have Kuzma the Diancie just to make it harder for my opponent to get the Lycan Rock off. We get a pretty decent hand off of the Tempest, which should allow us to deal with a lot of things. But yeah, lose that turn where we didn't keep on using like draw, we lost a lot of momentum there. We definitely lost a lot of momentum. It's gonna be up to my opponent to take advantage of this. We're gonna lose 3 energy, but then we can potentially get 2 more back. Ooh, but he's actually attaching to the puzzle. Is that enough to KO this Ray with Jet Punch? 30, 60, 80, 100. He needs a choice band. If he finds a choice band, he actually Jet Punches for the KO on this Ray. And yeah. There's an N, so that really sucks that my opponent hasn't been playing stuff, and then when we do Tempest, we get N down to 5. If he whiffs the choice band, though, we are in an okay position, I think. And he gets the choice band. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these max elixirs are going to be huge, and I need to keep my bench low-ish. So I'm gonna play this. Oh, and I whiff. Oh my gosh! Just as I say, they're going to be huge. I have 4 energy in play. I don't think I can bench. Well, I guess I can bench the Larias. This is gonna be very bad though. I need to find another Ray, an energy for turn. Okay, so I do find that. There's a ton of energy in my discard pile. So let me do it this way. I'll find the Ray. I really needed Fighting Fury Belt though. I think without the Fighting Fury Belt, I am done for here. Without the Fighting Fury Belt, I am done for. And I just discarded 2 of them. Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is enough, right? That is enough energy. And now my hope will be that my opponent goes crazy with B strings, gets so much energy into play that I'll be able to use Tapu Koko. That turn where we Tempested is really, really bad. And not getting a Fighting Fury Belt is also really bad. Yeah. When we didn't get the Fighting Fury Belt, that was it. Because now we lose another 3 energy. Coco is... Oh, I've already used my G. Yeah, that's right. I already used my GX. Yeah, I'm done here. I think I am done. Yeah, I forgot I already used my GX attack. Oh, that Tempest. That Tempest was so bad. Having to use Tempest, just... If it's not on turn, like, 1, you lose so much momentum. So maybe that was my mistake. Maybe that was my mistake. Not using Tempest when I could have. I was too afraid of losing those. Yeah, I'm gonna concede here, guys. No reason to keep this up, yeah? So Ray ends up losing to Buzz. Next challenger. Whoever is next, please send a challenge. There we go. And okay, so I'll accept people as I have time, yeah, but probably like in between decks I'll end up accepting people. And Team Fight Pokemon, I have Wishful Platon and Raycarb, yeah, so I have the list as they are, and these are also the first games that I'm playing with Rayquaza myself, yeah. So I do agree that Wishful Baton is potentially very good. Okay, so we get to go first, and once again we have a pretty okay start. Yeah. Okay. So we have 1 Ray priced, we have Rankuru priced, we have 1 Ultra Ball priced, we have 1 Sycamore priced, and then 1 of each energy priced. Okay. Okay, so we lose the Pal Pad once again. I'm gonna Elixir, I'm gonna do that, and then I think I end here, right? Just to keep the Ultra Ball and to keep the Lele. No energy attachment for turn is going to be really bad, because it's just like all of those things start putting you a little bit behind, a little bit behind, a little bit behind. Yeah. I'm gonna Mysterious Treasure, and I'm just gonna end up using another Ray here, I think. Yeah. I do not run Circuitry or Formosa, and Palpet does not suck. I disagree. Okay, we lost 2 energy there, and a Palpad. Yeah, I'm gonna choose the Lightning this time, and I think I'm gonna pass here. Not the strongest start, especially like if I had attached energy for turn, I'd be okay here. Yeah, I'd be okay, but since I didn't get to attach an energy for a turn, it's gonna be very difficult to KO that Dawnwings next turn. Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Okay, there's an Inkay. Mysterious Treasure. 4 Necrozma. Yeah, we really need to get as many energy in play as we can, and losing that energy per turn is just really sad. Yeah, really, really sad. Thank you to everyone who's here. Sorry I'm not paying as much attention to the chat, guys, but thank you so much for being here. Okay, hits an Elixir, attaches energy for turn. Okay, next card. Let's do this. I mean, if I can attack, I feel like I should attack. Or should I spread my energy? Probably should spread my energy, actually. Because that, yeah, that Necrozma is actually pretty threatening. So I'm gonna end up Sycamoring here. I end up using Sycamore here. And I think I'm gonna put the other Lele back into the deck, just to have it as an option, potentially. Yeah, this extra card doesn't really change that much. And we get another Elixir. That's great. I'll play this first. Probably over the Sycamore. Okay, how many energy do I have in the discard pile? I have 2. Okay, so I'm hoping these Stormy Winds will discard 2 energy. No, just the 1. Just the 1. Okay, let's do this. It does hit. And we shall Dreamy Mist. Only 2 energy in the discard pile though. So the grass will go here, and then the lightning will go here. Okay, so now we have a ton of energy in the discard pile. I mean in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Worst comes to worst, my opponent has Malamar, energy, Kuzma, KO this guy. And then we have 4 energy, potentially 5. But we also don't have Fighting Fury Belt ourselves. Okay, but my opponent chooses to KO my Latias, and then he's gonna have the follow-up Dawnwings. Right? He's gonna have the follow-up Dawn. Oh, he goes for the Black Ray. Interesting. Okay. Chooses to go for the Black Ray. I think I'm okay with that. Now my Fighting Fury Belts are actually irrelevant. And I'm just gonna have to Sycamore here. Just gonna have to Sycamore. Okay, so I get another Elixir. And another Fighting Fury Belt. Like, that could be good if I get my Ray out of my prize cards, or if I end up using Tapu Koko. What I really need is to Ultra Ball for Lele next turn to be able to Kuzma around this guy. Yeah, that's gonna be the game plan here. Now I once again whiff energy for turn. And then I think that's all I do. We'll Dragon Break for the KO here. So much damage. 280 damage. Okay, we get the Ray, we get an Ultra Wall. So we're hoping my opponent will bench another GX. That would be ideal. Oh, goes for the end. Okay. So my opponent needs an energy in order to get the return KO. And the smart play, I think, would be not to bench a GX, right? Yeah, just benches an Inkay. That's fair. Will Mysterious Treasure a Mysterious Treasure for a second Malamar, so my opponent will be able to use... Oh no, he can't Moon's Eclipse. What am I talking about? He can't Moon's Eclipse. He already used that. And non-traditional tackle. Thank you so much for subscribing 2 months in a row. Acrobatic is going to be pretty good. Post-rotation Kiao is also going to be pretty good, I imagine. And no GX attack for my opponent. No GX attack for my opponent. He will be able to get a knockout, but that is completely fine. We just get another 2 prizes here, which is awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go for the other Ray here. And yeah, I'll get the other Ray. I have 3 energy left. I have some Guzmas left as well, which is really good. I could have also gone for Tapu Koko. Okay, those were some pretty good discards. And then we'll Cynthia here. And then we have a ton of Guzmas left that we can use to just save for the last hit here. So we should be good. We should be good. I'm spreading my energy to make sure that I don't lose too much if I do lose a benched Ray. And okay. And thank you guys so much for using variety. I hope whoever I play next ends up playing a Zoroark deck. That would be ideal. Yeah. Okay, there's a Dunwings, but all I need is an energy, unless my opponent plays a Fighting Fury Belt, which he doesn't. So that's game. That is game. GG, Kolai. Thanks so much for helping me out in today's stream. Thank you so much for helping me out. Okay. There's a Sycamore. There's no attacker that helps my opponent here. And Ogen Shield, I already showcased the list in the beginning. I can definitely show it again. I already showed it in the beginning. So yeah, guys, if any of you want to play Ralph Diaz coaching, please send me a message on Facebook, on my Facebook page. Yeah. Thank you, Snerd. Thank you so much. Okay, so all we need to do is attach, retreat, and that is exactly 180, right? Well, 190, I guess. So GG, and thank you so much for helping me out. Okay, so I'll be accepting requests as soon as this match finishes, but if I get the... yeah, I got the... okay, so this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna accept this battle request from Ian, and then afterwards I will be showcasing a different deck, okay? Playing Rayquaza against the top 3 decks of the triangle, I guess, Buzzwole, Malamar, and Zoroark. Then I will be putting the screen, setting up the next deck, and playing a different deck, okay? I'll be playing a different deck. GG, Amphi. And whilst I'm doing that, that's when I'll accept requests, okay? So after this game, don't send requests until I say so, please. Don't send challenge requests until I say so. Okay, we are up against what seems to be Zorogarb, which is probably a bad matchup for Ray. It's probably a bad matchup. We do have a decent hand to get triple, well, double Ray going and Lele, which is pretty nice. It's gonna cost us like the Guzma, but we do get extra cards here, which is awesome. And now I don't have to find Lele, which is even better. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Yeah, this is a pretty good hand. 1 Ray is prized though. That's also gonna slow us down because we started Ray. So 1 Ray is prized. 1 elixir is priced. 1 ultra ball is priced. 1 Cynthia is priced. 1 Kuzma is priced. And 1 grass is priced. Okay, so those are our prizes here. Ray is pretty good, I think. Ray is pretty good. Okay, so obviously we're gonna choose a grass. Now we don't have to ultra ball first. I'm just gonna use Ray again because we do have an energy in the discard pile. We lose an elixir in the process. That's not what you want to see. And I've also lost a few item cards. 4 item cards already used, which is really bad. Attaching energy to the active I don't think is a great idea. I'm gonna commit here, and then since I'm gonna Sycamore anyways, you ultra for, yeah, I should have ultra volt for Latias. If this was the plan, I probably should have ultra volt for Latias first right there. I agree. Probably should have ultra volt for Latias and then used my abilities and whatnot. Pretty decent. I'm gonna play the Prowl City down to try and mess with his setup. And no elixirs. At least I have the KO on Trovish next turn. And to protect myself from Delinquent, I think this is all I'm gonna do for now. Yeah. Very nice, Mr. Soda King. Okay. So there's a Trovish. And in between decks, I'm gonna be giving away code cards as well. Okay. You think I should attach to the active, but I need a 2 energy. I need a 2 energy Ray so I can start attacking next turn. I don't want to rely on elixirs. I don't want to rely on elixirs, so I don't see the benefit of attaching to the active instead. Okay, pretty slow start for my opponent. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Why not bench Lele? Because it's turn 1, and if I get end, then I still have access to Lele. If I play Lele and grab supporter and then I get end and then I draw dead, then I don't have Lele as an option. No reason to play Lele there. Slow turn, but I want to see what else my opponent can do. Lower Prowl City would be pretty harsh. I mean, yes, that is an option, but the realistic chances of that, I don't know. The realistic chances of that are decently low. I guess I could have played around that. Okay, my opponent does get a bridge it off. I think that would be too slow, Team 5 Pokemon. I think that would be too slow. Like, you use Latias as backup, not as your main source of charging, in my opinion. You're not trying to use Latias as your main source of powering up, I don't think. I think I just Sycamore here. Yeah, I'm gonna Sycamore and then I'm gonna Pulpad to Sycamore's back. I think in this game, well, maybe the Kuzma. No, probably not. I think I need Sycamore to recover from his end. Yeah, my opponent seems to be bricking. Okay, so I'm not gonna play the Mysterious Treasures. I'm just gonna go for the Elixir. It hits, very nice. Okay, now I'm gonna start spreading my energy a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 item cards. So my Ray, unless he gets 6, unless he gets Blower, Trash Avalanche, Unit, Choice Band, which are 4 out of 6 cards that he has, we should be safe here. Okay, very nice. Okay, we get the Ray of the prizes, which is nice. No, I disagree, Team 5 Pokemon. I disagree that going for a load up on Ladias is a way to go. Because you're also up against Zorogarb. Eliminating the Troubishes is a lot more important than loading up to deal with a big threat. Zoroark just replaces big threats easily. It replaces the Sylveon continually. So you need to apply pressure so that when you start trading against the Sylveon, you're ahead, and so you don't have to trade against 3 Sylveons. You just like need to KO 1, maybe 2. Yeah. And Grave, thank you so much for the subscription. Yeah, I generally don't think Latias is the right play at all in that situation. There will be situations where Latias is great, but I think Latias is a late game recovery card. It's not your early game setup for Rayquaza. Rayquaza loads itself up. Yeah, I should have pulpated at least 1 Kuzma. Potentially. It's just I was out of Sycamores, and the way this deck will make a comeback is through N plus Carbotoxin. And so having more Sycamores means I have a chance to recover better, right? I'll do the grass over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I feel like I just go Sycamore here. I'm gonna put back the Coco because its ability is pretty nice. I mean, we know he has a Sylveon. Yeah, we know he has a Sylveon based off of the fact that I saw Fairy typing in the previous screen. But it's so early. Like, for them to set up the Sylveon, they need Zoroarks. They need, like, if you can just start taking prizes on turn 2. Yeah, if they have a Sylveon as an active, then yes, right? And no, I think Oranguru, this deck actually has space. So I think Oranguru is valuable-ish. Yeah, we just Dragon Break. We would have loved to Kuzma the previous turn, but this is fine. Okay, I expect the Sylveon GX maybe to come out, or maybe the Carb, the Trashalange. Sombra, thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing. Very kind of you. Welcome to the stream. And thank you for 3 months in a row. So yeah. Things are looking good here. I mean, this game mostly comes down to my opponent dead drawing, right? Mostly comes down to that. Well, not mostly. It comes down to that. He hasn't been able to set up a single Zoroark. So I'm actually going to do another game of Rayquaza, guys. Yeah, I'm going to do another game of Rayquaza. If any of you guys have a Zoroark deck, make sure you have it ready to send me a challenge. Yeah. Okay. GG, and sorry for the dead draw. Okay, guys. So someone else send me a challenge whilst I accept. If you have a Zoroark deck ready, that would be appreciated. It doesn't have to be Zoroark, just any Zoroark deck, just to showcase the matchup a little bit better. And I'll be accepting everyone, okay? So if you send me a challenge right now, you'll get to play against this Rayquaza deck. Yeah, and I'll be accepting challenges all day until they fix the... Yeah, I can't use the decks in the ladder. Okay, so Celestial Storm Rayquaza GX. Perfect. Might have to bring the fan at some point. It's getting pretty warm here. And this seems to be Zoropod. I would assume it's Zoropod. We get to go first again, which is pretty crazy. And we start Lele, which is actually not terrible. I think you prefer to start with anything that's not Rayquaza, right? Because you have float stones, you have access to float stones, and you get to use 4 Rayquaza abilities rather than 3. Yeah. Okay, we see a Wimpod. We top deck the Ray, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna Ultra Ult first, right? We're definitely gonna Sycamore here. So I'm gonna grab another Ray. I could grab Latias, but I don't think I grab Latias. I want to maximize or try to maximize the energy that I get into play on turn 1. Okay, we get an energy discarded, which is great. The only time where a Lele start is good, yeah. Generally, yes. Okay, we lose the other Lele and the max elixir, which is not ideal, but we can put the Lele back here. Yeah, And in that particular game, my opponent was dead drawing. So no matter which approach we went with, we were going to win, right? But I still think you go aggressive as much as you can. Okay, I'm gonna discard the grass. I'm gonna grab one more ray. I haven't figured out my prices yet, so let me do that. There's one elixir priced. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. One ultra ball. This is so confusing. 1, 2, no ultra balls. So one elixir, one Kuzma, one sycamore, 2 float stones, and then probably a grass or something. I think Sylveon EX will help, Matt Slats. I think Sylveon EX will help. They have fixed, so you can ladder now. Okay, so I might have to restart. Yeah, I might have to restart the game to do that. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna attach energy. I do have, yeah. No reason not to get that 4th ray. No reason not to get the 4th ray here. 4 RAYQUAZAs. How am I liking Ray? Ray is pretty okay. It's pretty fun to play. It's pretty fun to play. Like Sylveon EX, it's gonna help you, right? And then this is here where my opponent plays Parallel CD, Delinquent. But that would actually be okay. Yeah. pretty okay setup, I would say. The bad part here would be a Parallel CD. Yep. Parallel CD. That's okay. Hey, I'm Rob Rodriguez. The codes will be out, or you can buy packs tomorrow. Yeah, you can buy packs tomorrow. Okay, we still got 4 energy into play, which is pretty okay in my book. And my opponent didn't even get a strong start. So the bad part here is that my opponent has, geez, yeah, we whiffed the elixir. That's really bad. That we have 2 float stones prize, so we're actually gonna be slowed down quite a bit because I drew these 3 energy, therefore my elixir failed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, technically we still had 4 energy left, so we had good odds on elixir. I mean, any Zork, Malamar, Buzzwole, so many Zork variants to choose from. Yeah, so if the ladder is working, I'm gonna be laddering instead, guys. Okay, so after this game, that will be all for the RAYQUAZA deck. I will restart PTCGO whilst I'm doing that. I will also give out some codes whilst I'm doing that, and I'll load up the next deck, which will probably be Stakataka. And then I'll check the ladder. If I can ladder, then I'm gonna be doing that instead. Yeah. And yeah, Mark is saying the truth. Like, RAYQUAZA GX is Darkrai EX and Darkrai GX in a single card. Wow, Sean, that's quite a while. The game has really changed since then. Has generally changed quite a bit since then. What's the best Zoro variant for Worlds? Probably Zoroark Macargo, which I'll be featuring later today as well. But probably Zoroark Macargo. Zoroark Macargo or Zoroark Garb. One of those. One of those two. Okay, trades. And Passeruni. Okay. Jeez. This hand really sucks. This hand actually really sucks. Oh my gosh. We got slowed down to a snail's pace here. No draw supporter. Got paralleled on turn 1. We're running low on pretty much everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so my opponent will get first hit in, and that's pretty good for him, honestly. Because yes, I'll be able to knock out the Zoroark GX, but then I won't have a follow-up. I'm gonna end up having to use Latiastar probably. I can't guarantee the sleeves part. I probably have to end up using Gladius Prism to reload. So our 2-hit KO, our 1-hit KOs are basically gonna be 2-hit KOs. Yeah, because we also can't counter the parallel. That's the issue here. Unless I top deck the Floatstone, which I did not. That energy should have gone to Lele. Well, I could get... There's a high chance I get a Floatstone off of this. Right? There's a high chance I get a Floatstone off of this. Off of these two prizes. Grass, Fighting Fury Belt. Nope. I think Mime GX is interesting, but it used to exist as Mr. Mime EX before, and it was not good. And there's a reason for that. There's always damage multipliers that change the mats, and every deck has different attacks. So I think Choice Band existing just means Mr. Mime GX will never be playable. Especially not this format. Maybe next format, but not this format. The energy should have gone to Lele. That was very silly. Because then I could attach, retreat, reload 2 of them. That energy was very silly. The energy should have been to Lele, 100%. I think my opponent... Wait, what? No N? No Mallow to guarantee the TC? Oh, there's the N. Okay. But my opponent could whiff. My opponent could actually whiff here. The TCE. Okay, the Floatstone doesn't help us. Okay, seems like my opponent whiffed here, which is pretty big. It's honestly pretty big. That's a game-changing whiff. Yeah. Torch Reclave is stealing deck boxes. Are we gonna try and witch hunt him for stealing deck boxes, guys? Okay, I'll retreat. I will Palpat back. I'm gonna be down to 2 prizes. Buck McDougall, thank you so much. I don't think Ray is overhyped. I actually think Ray is very good. It's just fragile, right? It's not gonna be the end-all be-all deck that beats everything, but it's still a pretty good deck. Now, why didn't I put Guzmas back into a deck? Simply because I don't think Guzma is how I win this game. Because there will, like, sure, if I top deck Guzma, I would win next turn. However, my opponent has no non-GX attackers, so there will always be a GX attacker that I can deal with at the front. Yeah. Yeah, Field Blower would be good for this deck. However, the odds of having it, like if you play anything less than 3 or 4 Field Blower, they're probably just gonna get discarded, and having them at the right time is never going to be easy. So I would actually think playing a stadium card other than Parallel City could actually be better to counter Parallel City, or 2 Field Blowers, I guess, instead of the 2 Parallel Cities. Yeah. So yeah, Field Blower is potentially very good, very useful. Maybe 2 Field Blowers over the Parallels could be better. I think so, yeah. And how is Naganadel's Takataka GX deck bad right now? Because of Parallel City. That's the reason. Because of Parallel City. Okay, I top decked the Sycamore that I put back. I whiffed the Elixir, but that's fine. And I Floatstone this guy, and then we'll Sycamore. I think we're too far ahead. Does Devoured Field help RAYQUAZA hit key numbers? Not really. Not really, honestly. I'll do Lightning for Coco. And this is where I just thin as much as I can, because all I need is like the last prize card here. And I'll Dragon Break. Yeah, we should be safe here, though. We should be safe. This should be game. This should be game. Now he just needs Float, Sylveon, DC, Ban, and Delinquent to have a chance, indeed. Indeed. I don't know if my opponent plays Sylveon, though. Would rather have the extra energy. I mean, you can only attach so many energy per turn, right? Maybe Field Blower over Parallel City could be good. The Primal TDR GG. The Parallel City are the Parallel City are based off of the Japanese winning list, where maybe Parallel City isn't as popular in their meta, and therefore it's not as easily played against Rayquaza. Yeah. So guys, if you're watching on YouTube, that will be all for the Rayquaza GX video. Tune back in very soon for our next Celestial Storm video, and if you're watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere guys, I will be right back with more Celestial Storm action. And if you want to see any deck in particular, let me know in the chat right now. Be right back.